The professional triers and the Holiday Lighting Think Tank have teamed up with Cool Tees to provide you, our VIP listeners, with some cool, awesome, and one-of-a-kind professional triers gear, including t-shirts, brew mugs, can coolies, coffee mugs, and of course, the one and only Think Tank flannel shirt made famous by none other than our own JR. So go to HLTTgear.com. That's HLTTGEAR.com and get your professional triers gear today.
Ho, ho, ho. It's old Santa Claus. Yeah, it's in the middle of the summer. So that's why Daddy's having a little fireball. Nothing wrong with it. That's right, Santa Claus is a little drunk. So what? So what? Broadcasting from Boscoyo Podcast Studios in California and Nebraska. Try to say that when you're hammered out of your mind. The same dudes that brought you the Holiday Lighting Think Tank. You're listening to the Professional Triers. Vinny's sitting on Santa Claus's lap. Good boy, Vinny. Here's Vinny and JR.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another great episode of the Professional Triers. Today we have Sub Rob with us, who looks like he's at the beach. And as always, my handy, sexy co-host, who has a new signature shirt available soon at Cool Tees, the baseball tee.
It looks so good too.
Mr. Vinny.
It turned out so awesome. Hi, everybody. It turned out so awesome, that new shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He gave me one.
I did.
Awesome. And then no monster today, but I do have a peace tea. I really like how this sounds in the audio, so it's going to be my new thing. Sounds so cool.
I'm glad that you have a new thing because, Maggie! JR's being weird again.
And that's your weird thing. That's pretty basic. That's cool.
We got to have a weird thing.
You like how the green can looks in my green screen?
It's invisible.
Okay. So let's get to the cool stuff with our great guest, Rob here.
Hi, Rob.
Hello.
So he goes by Sub Rob now, all because of the Christmas Expo. And I think it's a fitting name. I don't think he's a real Rob, so we'll just call him Sub Rob. But his real name is Robert Petty, and he's a great guy. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with him in Trans World, and it was epic, except for he lost all his Santa hats by the time we got to the second bar. So, and he had like 30. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
I will always remember the fun time.
Robert, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell us who Robert.
I wanted to talk about the
Petty
PBA bar first.
So which one are we going to talk about, the PBA bar or about myself?
Well,
let's start with yourself.
All right, we'll get back.
PBA bar.
All right, we'll get back to the
PBR bar.
Or PBR,
No.
okay.
Oh, it was PBR. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Something like that. So thanks for having me on. A little bit about myself. So as JR said, I'm Robert Petty, now known as Sub Rob. And I live in Floyd, Virginia. So if you don't have a map handy, Floyd, Virginia would be in the middle of nowhere, Southwest Virginia, Blue Ridge Parkway. So I literally live about 5 minutes off the Blue Ridge Parkway. So beautiful country coming up this time of year. So probably the closest thing people may know would be Roanoke, Virginia, Virginia Tech area, that type of thing. Married, have two boys, a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old that keep me very much hopping all the time. I had to steal these headphones from my 14-year-old just to get on here. So I worked retail management most of my life, so about 20 some years, and decided to slow down a little bit. So now I work for a local hardware farm supply company. So I sell seed, fertilizer, lumber, you name it. That's what I do Monday through Friday. And then nights and weekends are family and lighting. So that's about me. Not too much interesting there.
That's interesting.
If you say so.
Wow. Tell us. So you have like a farm, right?
I live on 28 acres here. The yard house is about about an acre and a half, and then there's about 25, 26 acres of pasture land with cattle on it.
Very cool. And then maybe some people don't know the Sub Rob story. Why don't you tell us what the Sub Rob?
All right, so Sub Rob. So Sub Rob, actually, you have to go back about a little over a year ago. So last year, Expo was Texas, and Robert from over at PPU wasn't there in person, so I wasn't there either. And I remember seeing all the pictures of Robert on a popsicle stick at the bar, on the couch, and a little bit everywhere. So this year, he didn't make it again, but I was going. And on the drive down, he decided to go live, and he was picking on Clyde about not going live and how he was going to do this giveaway or whatever. So I happened to stop at a rest area, and I hopped on right behind him and said since he wasn't going to be there, that I was going to be his substitute. And whatever he was going to give away, I was going to give away even more. And so one thing led to another, and Sub Rob was born. So, yep.
That's awesome. And it's been a fun thing to see it grow with Sub Rob because it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it can be. So I got more giveaways to go. I haven't even started yet. So it's fun to have fun with people. And, we take the hobby so seriously. Everybody's starting to stress out now. It's September and we're already stressing out about being ready for Christmas. And so, it's fun just to have some contests, have a little fun, give away some stuff, give people a chance to relax.
Now, tell us a little bit about the giveaways that you do. Those, from what I understand, you're putting those out by yourself, right?
Some of them are. Some of them have been donated by sponsors. David Peace has jumped in. You've jumped in. A couple of people have jumped in over time. It started as me doing it, and I think the last one I did was one of mine. So it's kind of a mix. I'm more than happy to work with any of the vendors out here to do a contest, kind of promote their product, and at the same time do the giveaway. And I have plenty of other stuff to do too. And to me, it's not always who can give away the biggest, the baddest. Last time was power supply and everything you need to do a distro to help with your show. It's nothing very huge, but if that's something that you're building a show, it's something definitely you can use. So it's kind of a mix between vendor stuff that vendors have donated and stuff that I've just thought about, hey, somebody could use this.
Very cool. Vinny, you got any questions?
I do. Rob, if I could play a little role in the giveaway thing, if you want to give it away at any given time, I could give somebody a free lifetime membership to the think tank.
A free lifetime membership.
I got it. I mean, if JR's okay with that. What do you think, JR? I love that can, how it disappears. For anybody that's listening purely with audio and not visual, you're missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out on Rob at the beach and my new studio that I look like a giant in, which I need to fix that.
But yeah, Vinny, we could do a free lifetime membership. I mean, if JR is okay with that.
That'd be fun.
Well, it's not just my decision. We have other people making decisions for the think tank. But what does the lifetime membership entail? Like, they could do whatever they want and can't get kicked out?
No, they still got to follow the rules. I mean, they of course have to follow rules. Rules are important. I would say that they get it for free for as long as they want.
Okay, and what are you going to give, like 7,000 of those out?
One. Only one.
One?
Yeah.
One.
Anyway, okay. So, Rob, should we move into talking about Rob's display?
Are we going to get into the speed round?
Yeah.
Or do you want to talk about his display a little bit more?
Well, the display is the speed round.
Yes, true.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't have any more questions about Rob personally. I'm ready to talk about his display.
All right. Let's go
But-
speed round.
All right. Rob, here we go. Okay. So
All right.
we're going to do this quickly. We're going to move fast. We're going to talk fast. We're going to go, 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 go. Ready?
Ready?
I want to learn about your display. So give me the quick rundown of your display from a perspective of somebody who's never seen it before.
You want to go left to right or up and down?
I want to go from top to bottom.
Top to bottom. So top is a roof. No. So my display, if you haven't seen it before, it's almost like 3 separate displays. You have a fence line area with candy canes, mini trees, wreaths. I have some trellises set up, so it's a kind of its own area to the right of the house. House itself is all about, when I design my display, I'm trying to go top to bottom, bottom to top. I'm trying for density from the ground all the way to the top of the roof. I really think that works good. So you're looking at 36 candy canes, 36 arches, 36 lanterns, 32 mini trees and spiral trees, about 8 column matrices, 2 P5 panel setups, roof lines, snowflakes on the roof, 3 mega trees, the whole 9 yards. So the house itself is really jam packed. And then we get over to the left of the house and it's wireframes. So the entire wireframe manger scene, wireframe pixel peacock, ornaments hanging from the tree. So kind of 3 totally separate areas, but all one big show.
Wow. You've got a lot going on there. How many total lights would you say you have?
If I get everything done, it'll be right about 32,000, not including the P5 panel setups.
Now that's 32,000 pixels.
32,000 pixels. I'll have some blow ups and some old in-can stuff in the backyard as a whole separate kind of deal.
Okay. And so what kind of controllers are you running?
This year I'll have 4 F48s, two F16s, and 2 the Holiday Coro controllers, whatever they are.
The Alpha Pix.
Yeah, the Alpha Pix. Thank you.
Sure. And so tell me now about your 2 favorite props or elements. Tell me about your favorite ones.
All right, 2. Wow, gosh. So number
You wanna make it
1.
3?
No, I was ready for 1. I wasn't ready for 2. So one's going to be the mega tree. That's how I got started. And I know a lot of people out there probably listening and did the same thing. Bought the mega tree kit and threw that sucker together, and I got hooked from there. So that's what started it all. So that will always be at the top of the list. And then my other one would be my Pixel Peacock. So it will debut this year. Some people may have seen the video that's out there that I've done, but it looks awesome and it just sequences great.
Very cool.
That sounds
So
like
let's
an
see.
awesome display.
How many total songs do you do?
Well, right now I'm up to, I think it's 36. So I just let it roll. I'll do some nights I'll do playlists. Sometimes I just let it roll. Sometimes I do slow nights, fast nights. I kind of do what I want to do. I found that the people react no matter what it is. So whatever mood I'm in, I'll throw a playlist on there. I've done movie themed nights where it's, all songs from movies. Just kind of whatever I want to see, the people enjoy it.
Do you do most of your own sequencing?
I do none of my own sequence. Well, I take it back. My 10-year-old son did one sequence last year that actually turned out great. So we still use that one. But other than that, I do none of my own sequencing.
Okay. So you purchase most of yours?
Yes.
I'm in the same boat.
Yep.
I've never sequenced a single thing.
Yep. And I have sequences from probably almost everybody I can think of out there. Each one has their plus and minuses and their styles, and it just depends on, what I think it looks like and if I like the song or not. And that's how kind of decide what I want to put in there.
Now, so you said your 10-year-old son did one of the sequences?
Yes.
And how old was he when he started?
9.
So he did it last year.
Yep.
Okay. See, I've got a 9-year-old son myself, and he turns 9 tomorrow. And I'm waiting for when I can get him into some sequencing.
Yep.
think
Yep.
he's got that skill set. I'm excited for it. Do you have any advice for somebody that wants to get their kids into sequencing?
To me, in the whole sequences like this, we did whole house. That was it. We didn't break down into any other groups. Um, we just did whole house sequencing, and the key to get him going in it was doing the timing marks. Getting some timing marks set for him, kind of where the breaks may be in the music. And once I did that, he was able just to go and just start dropping elements and playing with different effects and colors and different things. And like I said, it turned out, great. I run it in my show and people like it. So, it's wonderful to have him involved in that, and then also in part of the setups that he helps him with.
Very cool.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
That is all I've got to talk about here display.
Oh, that was fast.
Well, I
that's
told
a
you we were
speed
going to
round.
try to move quick. Go boom, boom, boom.
I was giving you some quick answers.
That's the point of it. You've probably done the speed round the best out of anybody.
Yes, absolutely. There's too many people that spend too much time talking.
Yeah. That was a very impressive speed round.
Ding, ding, ding.
Now, are you going to put out some videos of your display this year?
I am going to attempt to. I do not own a drone, and my attempts at videotaping last year failed miserably. So that is an area that I am still struggling with, is to get good video. And it's with my setup without a drone, you're not going to see everything. Period. There's no way. It's so huge now. Just display link wise. But yes, I would love to put out some videos. I'm working on trying to find somebody to come and help me do some of that.
Well, I tell you what, you move your display closer to me, and I will happily help you with the drone.
Yeah. Well, my wife told me a few months ago, she said, you need to find somewhere else to put all this stuff. Like, not as in storage wise, but you need to find a bigger area to display all your stuff at. So she wants me to work with somebody that's got a parking lot area or something where people could more drive through, that type of thing. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be Nebraska.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, there's a guy in Nebraska that's got a lot of room.
Yeah, and not many lights from what I hear.
Apparently not enough lights. Apparently not.
Never enough.
All right, JR, you can take over again.
I can take over again?
Yeah, it's all yours, buddy.
All mine?
I
So
wish
we're
there
on
was
to
a song for this.
There should be a song for this.
Yeah, like all yours now, JR.
I got all kinds of new sound effects. Just watch.
I love the new board. It's
it's
really
fancy.
help with sound effects.
It is. It's going to be awesome. And if I learn how to speak into a mic the proper way, but I'm working on that.
At least you have a mic.
Well, Vinny has a mic too, but he doesn't use it after his makeout.
I like my headset.
Yeah, but when you use your headset, it goes, I can't do it because my mic's all set up nice, but you breathe heavy and you make things harder for Keith.
I'm sorry, super producer Keith.
Yes.
But if I don't make his job challenging for him, then he will no longer be super producer Keith. He would just be producer Keith.
No, he'll always be super producer because we're always coming up with new ideas of crazy stuff.
And I think we just suck at this, so he's got to work extra hard.
Oh yeah, Rob, we had a good question for you too. We have a new thing coming out. I believe next week or the week after. It's a game show. We got our first episode recorded. It's going to be great. We would like to put Sub Rob against Real Rob in a trivia game. Are you down?
I'm down. Whenever.
Awesome. That's going to be great.
Whenever he's ready to lose.
I hope so. Well, we know he's not the smartest. We're going to have a color test too, so you should win that one. But let's get back to this is the part where Vinny says this is real journalism stuff.
Okay.
So what got you into doing the lighting?
Oh, wow. That's a different question. So For me, I've always liked lights. Like a lot of people out there, even when I was a kid, I always was the one that bugged my mom. I wanted the wireframe deer in the front yard or the blow up, those type of things. Then as I grew up, I got married, and I've worked retail all my life. And so Christmas for me was 70-hour work weeks and 1 day off. So there was no such thing as Christmas lights in my world. So once I finally got out of that environment, I started investigating, getting into some bigger lighting, some display type stuff, and was on the internet searching around and was probably an inch from going into LOR. And luckily, I ran across X Lights and that this world, and got onto the Facebook page, got onto the Think Tank page, PPD, all those type of things. And honestly, luckily, I ran into Russell McFarland, and he took some time to explain to me kind of what the X Lights world looked like, and was able to head down to South Carolina last year and spend some time with those guys. And from there, it just took off.
So how many years have you been into this?
To the X Lights part, this would be the year 2.
Wow.
Yep. I ended up about 10,000 or so last year, and this year, like I said, about 32,000.
It's a huge upgrade.
Yeah, you could say so. It's a full-time job almost right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yep.
It gets to that point. So, looking at your display as it's come along now compared to what it used to be, if you could go back a few years, what would you do differently?
As a display as the whole, well, one thing I learned from previous years is to do the littlest soldering as possible. So now I try to get everything custom made. That has been my biggest failures, is where connections have broke down due to miles. And so I've learned that lesson the hard way. And I think I would have probably slowed down a little bit, and how I want to say it, probably planned out a little bit better my elements from day one, where everything kind of flowed more together instead of trying to throw everything out there at one time and then stepping back and going, you know what, it doesn't look good. It just looks like a hodgepodge of crap sitting in the yard, and go for more of that elegant look from day one. Silence.
New board, forgot I was mic'd. I mean, muted. So as you're watching the video, you could see me talk awkwardly. But what is the one thing that you, now knowing 2 years into this, would you have, if somebody new was getting into this, what would you tell them to do? Like the first thing they should do?
The first thing they should do is find a partner that has done this, whether it's, even if they've only been in it 1 year, but somebody that's put on one of these shows. If you're in the pixel world, find a partner that will give you the I don't want to say it, the honest answer, the down to earth answer, because we all know we can go on Facebook and you can look at a question on Facebook and you can get 6 different answers. And not that any one of the 6 answers is wrong, but as a newbie coming in, you don't know which one of those 6 answers may be the best for your situation. So, find yourself a partner that will shoot straight with you, that will tell you, yeah, you do need to do this, or no, you don't necessarily have to do this. Like I said, I'm not saying people give out wrong information. It's just sometimes the answer may not be the one that fits your situation the best. So partner up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, is to like find a mentor in a sense, even in one of these groups or whatnot, somebody you could go to all the time for your like needs. Just get that one person. It's better to get one person to be like the go-to person that you find, because if you start asking random people, like that one, like your first person might have sent you on one path, because there's 100 ways to light a pixel, so if you got a bunch of random help, you're going to go into like 4 different paths and maybe even backtrack some when it's not needed. But find that one person you trust, use them as as your mentor and follow their path. So when you have questions, you go back to that same person and they'll continue on the path that they led you on. If you go to other people, you might backtrack, go to a different path, then end up with stuff you don't need. And it's just
Yep.
it's easier just with one person.
And I'm sure we all have that tote or two of stuff we don't need. So
Yeah.
A tote or two of things we don't need. God, I gotta have a Connex filled with shit that needs thrown away.
I was being nice, but yeah, I got plenty of stuff out there.
Anybody want some
It's getting thrown away this year. Actually, who knows? It may go up for auction. That'll be fun.
Auction?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Sub Rob giveaway.
Yeah.
We need prizes for our game show. Crap from Vinny's bin.
Yes. Clear out the Connex giveaways. Rob, what does your family think of this hobby for you?
That can be mixed. I'll start with the youngest. The youngest is into it. He enjoys, as I download new sequences and map them out, he loves watching what the new ones are going to look like. And he helps me do some of the setup, those type of things. My 14-year-old could care less. To him, it's probably more of an embarrassment. He's just at that stage where, dad's an embarrassment. Don't talk to me in public, that type thing. So, I think deep down, I think he likes it, but he'll never admit that, and he's not involved. And the wife, she's okay with the end product. And past that point, she doesn't have a lot to do with it. She'll help me do some setup stuff if I need a second set of hand, getting some up and down a ladder or something like that. But other than that, she's hands off. And but she does enjoy the final product. She just doesn't get involved in the making of that final product.
Very nice. So you're telling me you put up your whole display by yourself, basically?
I do, other than the roof. I don't do heights, and so I actually have a friend from work that will come over. Probably 2 more weeks. We're actually going to do it. So he'll come over, and I'll have everything laid out, and he'll actually put up my roof stuff for me. Take a couple of hours, but other than that, I do everything myself.
Very nice. Is it time for the fun, Vinny?
Sure, why not?
Are we gonna get to the fun?
Oh, fun!
But now we got it like right on the board. It's pretty awesome.
And now a word from our sponsors. The Pixel Pro Display Sequence Club is the only club that pays for itself. Here are just some of the benefits of becoming a member. Each month you will receive a free original sequence programmed by the pros at PPD to take your display to the next level. Access to weekly X-Lights effects presets, which you can use in your own sequences or modify to create your own unique effects library. Access to the PPD affiliate discount program, getting up to 15% off or more from over a dozen of our PPD partners. So visit us on the web today at pixelprodisplays.com and also find us on Facebook at Pixel Pro University. Pixel Pro Displays. What can Pixel Pro Displays do for you?
JR's got a dirty mind. Vinny is just an idiot. But somehow, this is still journalism? Let's now do some rapid fire questions.
All right, Rob, my first go-to question. What color is your toothbrush?
It is white with green highlights.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Why not? I need explanation.
Because it is in a bun.
So
I don't know.
a bun's not bread?
Well, from where I'm at, you can get a hot dog on a bun, and it's a hot dog, or you can get a hot dog sandwich, and they actually will slice it in half and put it on 2 pieces of regular loaf bread for you. So, to me, if you just say hot dog, it comes in a bun, and it's not a sandwich.
All right, that makes sense. That's the most real answer we've done.
Yeah, and I don't believe that there's a right or wrong answer to this question, but the fun part is hearing people's explanations as to why.
Yep.
That's where.
All right. If a short person smokes weed, do they get medium?
No,
No, they still get high.
they still get high until they get low again.
All right.
If you were a rampaging mega monster, what city would you rampage through? And you are not allowed to say any inappropriate cities,
Or political things.
any politically charged cities.
Any politically charged? Oh wow! See, now that just
And
made it hard
also-
there.
And also, rules are meant to be broken.
Okay, I got you.
You can go
Oh.
any city you want.
I'm headed out to L.A. L.A.'s gone.
Mm,
L.A.'s gone.
I'm
that's
okay
a
with
hard
that.
choice.
Sorry, guys.
I
There's
am-
nothing. There's
6
nothing
hours
good
from
in
now.
L.A. So
All right. If you crash a car on purpose, is it still an accident?
purpose is still an accident. Wow. Yes, legally, I would say yes. I think it's still an accident, even if it's on purpose.
Okay.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
Some good stuff.
So why is it? I need an explanation on something here. This is a
Okay.
serious issue. Why is it that everyone that drives faster than you is an idiot, but everyone that drives slower than you is a moron?
Well, see, in my life, I kind of hang out with the idiots, so I appreciate the faster driving people. So that's why they're the idiots. I can relate to the idiots. I can't relate to the morons, so that's why they're the slow driving people. I just can't relate.
Is ketchup a smoothie,
No,
but tomatoes a fruit?
no.
So this question comes to you because you said you got cows out in the pasture, right?
Yep.
So then why do they call these candies Jolly Ranchers when I don't know any ranchers that are jolly?
I know some Jolly Ranchers, but I mean, I'll throw one back at you a little bit. Why in the world would you eat a candy that's called Cowtails?
I don't know.
I mean,
There's
seriously,
nothing about that candy that sounds appealing.
no.
That's
And it doesn't
terrible
look,
marketing.
yeah, and it doesn't look like a cowtail. So to me, Jolly Ranchers is better than eating a cow's tail.
That's true.
If Apple made a car, would it have windows?
No. Am I supposed to elaborate?
What is the difference between normal ketchup and fancy ketchup?
The bottle that it's put in.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. Oh, which restaurant you're at? I don't know.
If you choke a Smurf, what color does it turn?
White. Am I not playing good enough here? It's white. You're going to choke the color out of him.
If Smurfs curse, do they still say Smurf? You know, like that's Smurfed up?
I don't know. Wow.
You're familiar with how Smurfs talk, right?
Yeah, I'm
say
familiar with Smurfs.
They say Smurf way too much. I'm kind of wondering
Yes, they do.
if the cursing thing is that they just say Smurf. Like that is their swear word.
So what was the question? Because I'm totally lost now. Do Smurfs curse? Is that what your question
Smurfs
was?
curse in English words, or do they just say Smurf?
They just say Smurf over and over and over again. Kind of like we can't cuss around your kids anymore because they go to school and say it all. So you just teach them to say Smurf.
That bastard. You know what? Here's the deal. He learned that from Maggie.
I've heard.
100%. He learned those curse words from her.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maggie doesn't talk like that.
Maggie! Yeah. See, she's cursing right now. See? You hear that? That's her cursing.
Wow.
All
How
right,
do you
this
live
is
like
my-
that?
I don't know.
This is my last rapid fire question, and then we have our new big question. I will bust out after this. Well, after Vinny asks his. But if you pour ice water on a hot dog, does that make it a chili dog?
I sure hope not, because I hate chili dogs.
But you like pouring ice water on your hot dog?
Sure. It makes them go down smoother. And you ever watch the hot dog eating contest? You know, they dunk them in water and they shove them in. They're not chili dogs.
No, true. I watch that all the time. I am friends with Joey Chestnut.
Really?
He was actually at my wedding. So, yeah.
Did he eat the whole?
Chestnut was at your wedding?
Yes, he was.
Did he eat the whole cake?
No, he did not.
That is so. We're going to explore this further. Can we get Joey Chestnut on the podcast?
Well, why though?
Why the hell
Why not? Why not?
Are you kidding me? Why not?
We can see how much fruitcake he could eat.
That would be an amazing episode.
That would be horrible. I don't know.
Amazing. I watched.
I might be able to swing it, but he usually charges for that kind of stuff now. That's how he makes his living, making appearances.
That's fine. That's fine. As think tank admins, we're rolling in the dough.
Oh yeah, we are. You know,
So
my wife's about to kill me with how much money I spend for the think tank.
oh god, yeah. My wife just we don't even talk about it anymore. Don't even talk about it anymore. In fact, actually, my go-to, honestly, is no, I didn't buy that. JR bought that. Yeah, JR
Hey,
bought that.
we shouldn't be talking about our go-tos on the podcast here.
No, my
because
wife doesn't listen to this. You think she listens to me? Never.
Vinny, you bought this.
I did? Well, yeah, of course I did. I mean, that was. See, I buy stuff and ship it to you, so that my wife doesn't get mad. My wife doesn't get mad, and then vice versa. That's how.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're somebody like, not, we're gonna just say the real Rob from PPD, where he's up at night all the time. When he's sitting bored at work, does he daydream, even though it's nighttime?
Are we specifically talking about Robert, or are we just in general talking
Let's
about
just say in
somebody that works?
general, somebody
Okay.
that's up at night all the time, like him.
Right. Okay. Wow.
I like to believe that he daydreams.
I think he night dreams actually,
I think he has nightmares.
and I think when he sleeps during the day, he's daydreaming.
So okay, then I'm gonna change my question, Jr. I want another turn at this. What does Robert daydream about?
Me, Robert, or the Robert from PPD?
The PPD Robert.
I think he daydreams about Clyde.
And the reason I asked about him because you are sub Rob,
That's right.
you would have some insight into what he daydreams about.
Oh, if you only knew. If you only knew. Remember, I've stayed in houses with him several times this year. If you only knew.
I don't know if we should go into detail about you sharing house with them.
No, we don't need
All I
to
know
do
is
that.
last time you guys were in Zoom, Clyde fell asleep first.
Well, speaking of sharing houses and stuff, can I share a little secret, Jr.?
I guess so.
Why is it that we had, how many was it? 7 of us? Seven of us in David Peace's pool. And not once we were drinking, and not once did anyone get up to go to the bathroom.
That's not true. Brian did. He went and peed on the fence while you were sleeping.
Oh, so out of 7 guys, only one of them got up to go pee.
And I wasn't drinking, so I don't account for the drinking and having to pee.
So all
Well-
I'm throwing out there is that somebody may have peed in David's pool.
I'm thinking you did, as this
Nope.
was like a.
I can't confirm nor deny any of these things.
So David, Vinny peed in your pool.
No, he didn't.
Vinny peed in it. Brian fell in your hot tub. It's just, a whole problem.
Wow.
All right.
All right, JR. Now I'm interested to see what this big, hard-hitting question is.
This new question, this new Indian great question. Standard or metric?
Standard.
Yes.
Why? Name one thing about the standard system that's better.
That's the only one I understand right now.
You way overcomplicate your life.
I do. But all right. So I'm going to expand on this a little bit because this is the final tough question. I sell lumber. Lumber is in standards, so I sell 2x4s. I don't sell 10 millimeter by 20 millimeters. So in my world, standard is all there is. Sorry, Benny.
And I can have this argument all day long that the only reason you say it's easier is because you use it all the time.
Yeah, but if you went to Home Depot and tried to buy a 10 millimeter by 20 millimeter board,
I think
hi.
that's a question for you because my Home Depot does not have a metric section. It just has some drawers with some metric stuff in it. Vinny told me that his Home Depots in Nebraska have a full section of metric stuff. So I don't believe that, but
I don't believe that either.
I don't understand how you guys don't. Like they're just there together.
nope.
Well,
I have a
those are
drawer full of
together.
metric.
are you talking
If
about
I could
metric?
buy a wrench or a socket set.
Well, yeah, they have the wrenches and socket sets. I'm talking about bolts and hardware.
But see, why do you want to use metric? Because you can never find a 10 millimeter socket when you need one. I never have a problem finding my half-inch socket. So
Because it's easier. It's easier. Let's say that I'm drilling out a hole and I've drilled out a 1/4-inch hole and I'm like, okay, I need this to be just a little bit bigger. If I had drilled out a 10 millimeter hole, I'm like, okay, grab the 11. It'll
But
be
then
just
that's too
a
big.
little bit bigger.
But that's too big.
Okay, then I'll grab the 10.5.
See? And that's just like freaking standard.
No, because with standard, you got to remember your fractions and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying that that's hard. I'm just saying it's harder.
So Vinny's taking the easy way out of stuff.
yep, at least I had a reason behind my rationale.
It's a simplicity thing.
So I got one for you. So we did standard and metric. Why is a 2x4 really 1.5 by 3.5?
There's a correct answer to this.
Yeah. Why is that, Sub Rob, the lumber salesman?
I don't know. I'm asking y'all.
Because a standard sheet of plywood or of drywall is a 1/2 inch thick. So you're talking about a 4-inch thick wall, 2x4. You add a 1/2 inch. Now you're 4 inches thick.
All right. So if I buy a 1x6, it's actually 3/4 by 5 3/4.
Same concept. They've followed the rules. They stick with it.
They cheated us. They're cheating us.
They started it with 2x4s, and that's how they're going to go down. That's the answer.
All right.
All right, now we're going to get complaints. We're going to get people that call in and text into the show and be like, "You guys are idiots, giving incorrect information about lumber sizes."
Well, Vinny, if they listen this long, you're doing good.
We've done well.
Why, you don't think you're interesting?
Oh, I think I'm very interesting.
I love my new sound effects. All right, I think that's a great episode for the professional triers. What do you think, Vinny?
I'm happy. Thank you, Sub Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
Do you want to go
Look,
by
I love
Sub
your
Rob
beat speaking.
forever?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to be Sub Rob now. I'm just Sub Rob.
You know, between the three of us, we could give you a new name.
Oh, that wouldn't be good. What's the new name?
I don't know. We'd have to come up with something.
Yeah, we're still recording. We can't do it recording, so
We could come up with something.
The new Rob.
What's that?
The new Rob.
The new Rob.
Better Rob.
Actually, I don't ever go by Rob, so it's kind of interesting.
Roberto. What do you go by then?
Robert, always,
Always
You're
Rob.
always a Robert guy.
always. Don't call me anything else. So
Except
it's
for
kind of
Sub Rob.
interesting. Yeah, I know. It's kind of interesting how Sub Rob was born. So
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess it's that time to say goodbye.
bye.
I'm leaving
Or Toodles, like Vinny.
on a jet plane.
That was Vinny's regular
I
thing.
don't know when I'll be back.
I
again.
really wish I could mute him right now. All right.
No.
Thank you for listening. Like
Thank you,
and comment
everybody.
on
Thank you, Robert.
Apple.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
I can't say that on live air here.
On that note,
Oh.
goodbye.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe to get on the nice list. Make sure you join the Holiday Lighting Think Tank on Facebook.